Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host here, Chantele Francis, with my amazing co-host, my favorite co-host. Don't tell anybody, Jojo.
Well, hello, Chantele. Hello, everyone.
How
Really
are you
excited
doing?
just waiting on Wednesday and ready for it.
I mean, tomorrow will be probably pretty exciting, to be fair.
Double eviction, yes.
As long as it goes the way that we want. Like, other than that, it's just like, okay, let's just get through it.
Yeah.
Let's move through this. Speaking of moving through this, maybe we should talk a little bit about the recap episode yesterday. Did you
If we
watch
have
it?
to. Yes, I did. I watched it this morning. I did not. It was the first Big Brother episode in years that I didn't watch the night of, which says a lot.
Interesting. Now, it was a better clip show than usual.
Yeah, 100%.
But one thing that I hate about it, and I wish that people could just do it better, is that just like deliver the lines. Like, we're like, oh man, can you remember like week 2 when this happened? Like, I just want it to be a little bit more believable.
It wasn't organic at all. It felt forced. It felt like someone was overhead saying, and now, Todrick, can you talk about how you don't like Kirkpatrick? Because we're going to air that really crappy thing you said to him, okay?
We probably did not get that memo.
No. I personally feel like he's been given some sort of memo, though, because he has, the last couple of days, has been like really doubling down about paying his dancers and the drama behind that, and really trying to play the victim even more so, which he really needs to take a break from doing.
I would very much enjoy him taking a break from doing that. Ooh, you're settling in with a nice cup of tea?
Yes, my spiced starlight tea.
Isn't that just lovely? What are these spices in there?
Well, there's some rosehip, raspberry, licorice root, anise, clove, lavender, safflower, and this sample does not contain cannabis. So that's too
Oh.
bad.
Oh.
Because would have
Well,
loved that.
is it from a cannabis store? Like, why was
Yes.
okay? So,
Yes.
like, why do you
Shout
need
out,
that disclaimer?
shout out to Hemisphere Cannabis. I actually went in yesterday to pick up a little vape pod weed thingy and bought the wrong one. Came home, was devastated. Went back today. I'm like, hey, bought the wrong size. They're like, you know what? For you,
We
you
give you
can.
tea.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a tea. We're gonna give you all these freebies. They were so sweet. So thanks, Hemisphere Cannabis.
Wow. Wow. Hello, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie Dophie.
Hi, crossover bunch show. I'm not sure what this means, but are we the cartoon characters? I'm not sure what you mean, but thank you for being here. Sophie says, what are the chances we might get season 4 of Celebrity Big Brother? Low. Maybe in 2 years with the next Winter Olympics, because it seems like that's when they prefer to put programming on.
And would not be shocked at all if it was some sort of all-stars.
I would prefer that Legend season. And you can include people from Celebrity.
Yeah,
which would be kind of fun. That everybody's kind of up for grabs there. That'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So this clip show, I didn't take notes during it, so I kind of just wrote down after the points that I remembered. So you've already brought it up, but the Todrick and Kirkpatrick moment where he basically tells Kirkpatrick, who was already on his way out the door, like he knew that he was leaving, tells him that his son wouldn't be proud of him and he like needs to do better or something like that. And I was just like,
that he never wants to talk to him again.
It's a bit much.
Yeah. I mean, sending a jury member out day of saying, I never want to speak to you again. Like, good luck. Bring Todrick to the end. You win the game. It's that simple at this point.
Sophie, we are journalists here. We watch everything because we are very, very dedicated to our craft. So we watched it.
Everything.
Yes.
But Sophie, I actually think you would enjoy it. It actually wasn't a bad episode for a recap at all.
Hi Hamza, thanks for being here. At this point, I don't watch episodes, just you guys and Jolene. Yes, thank you, Hamza. I watch us and Jolene too. Well, I'm here, and Jolene. And if Sarah's live, I'll watch Sarah, and then I watch Robin's podcast as well. So yeah. I watch a few. And I watch Maddie. So, do you watch Mad Rose?
I don't, but I should.
Mad Rose is another Aquarius, her and her mom podcast. They've been doing it for like
Oh,
12 or 13 years.
yes. I watched them during Canada.
So they definitely do a daily live feed updates and spoilers, and then they do an episode recaps. So
That's
I
so
watch
cute.
them as well.
I watched them during Big Brother Canada, and I really like them. I thought they're
Me
Canadian. I think they
too.
might be Canadian.
No, they live in New York.
Oh, close enough.
Not Canadian,
No.
American. So the next segment was maybe Shayna and her crystal. And I should have, where is it? I have a couple of pendulums that I actually do use, and they do work. Now, in the scenarios where Shayna is in, like, she might have been influencing with her own like thoughts, but if she was like centered and didn't feel put on the spot and wasn't trying to like show everybody the pendulum, she might be getting more accurate results. But if you have, it's easy to influence the pendulum moving. So it's, if you want to use a pendulum, it's easier to use it for somebody else when you don't have invested as interest in the outcome. So
Sure.
if I was saying to you, like, I can do like, okay, so show me a yes, show me a no, show me an I don't know, or maybe, and it'll go the directions that it goes in. For me, it's different actually than Shayna. So for me, usually a yes is back and forth. Wait,
Okay.
show me a yes. Show me a no. No is counterclockwise circles, and I don't know, or maybe is like back and forth.
Right.
No, it's this way is yes,
Yeah.
no. You're seeing it backwards. Sorry. And then I don't know, or maybe is side to side.
And what
So
is it if it stands still?
I usually be like, pendulum, can you give me a stronger answer? I don't know what you're seeing. You're trying to dictate me towards.
Also, how many times did we see it not? It could very well have been right other times that we didn't see. So
Absolutely. And so, yeah, they showed the 4 times where like it didn't work. I did laugh very hard. What moment do you think I really laughed at?
I have to. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. I have no idea.
Carson Kressley on
Oh my
Todrick's
God.
shoulders,
Yes.
wearing Lamar's like poncho, was hysterical.
Yeah, actually, maybe like
And
Todrick for a minute. I was like, oh, he's part of this. Yay.
because like he's sitting on his shoulders and like is covering his face.
Yes. Perfect.
I laughed so hard, and I was thinking like, Todrick is probably like, this is probably the reason why he wanted to like get Carson out. Like, he's underneath carrying him on his shoulders while he's the star of the show. Everybody's laughing, and he wants to be the one that's making everybody laugh. So
yeah, we know that from tonight.
It's coming. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Cringe.
And then lastly, the segment that I remember, and if you remember any segments, just let me know. There was a Todrick and Lamar like bosom buddy best friend segment. Like, Lamar is Todrick's house husband. Like, excuse me? They're not friends, babe.
No, not even a little bit. Neither one of them like each other. So to even see them point that out, I'm like, are you trying to make Todrick
Us like him?
Because initially I thought like, oh, so he talked to the live feeds about how he also doesn't pay his editors. So maybe the editors of the show finally were like, F it, we're going to just broadcast his dirty laundry. Here you go. But they really tried to, sew up a little heart at the end with the two of them to show some sort of camaraderie that's not there, in my opinion.
At all. So I was very like, ended it with them like hugging and like, I love you too, like flirting. Like, are you flirting with me? Like, what? No, it's not a thing.
Right.
Lamar's not your type, Todrick. It's Misha. So like, I don't know what that segment was.
Throwing his game away for a girl. He's throwing his game away for a girl.
I was so hoping that this was going to be the lead up to the card cutting or the ripping.
Infuriating that they didn't show this. Infuriating.
Like,
I don't know why they didn't want to show a little more drama, but I mean, I guess there's been enough for them to. Maybe they're worried Todrick will sue them after this.
Can't sue them.
I'd assume not.
On Big Brother. Can't happen. So that's all that I remembered from the clip show. Do you remember anything?
What do I remember? I remember thinking like Todd and Misha, like their struggling stories were that was kind of
Hmm.
interesting. Um,
We also
I
learned a little bit more about Chris Kirkpatrick as well
Yep,
before he
yes,
started NSYNC. He actually was living in a shack where he had to use like an
mm,
outhouse and it was cold weather. I
yep.
did not know that he started NSYNC.
Me neither. I thought it was just Lou Pearlman.
That's a little sketchy
Ugh,
story, but
ugh.
like the fact that he was given Justin Timberlake and Justin's like, hey, I have a friend,
Yeah.
and bring the friend on in, like that's so fun.
Were you a
Justin.
BSB or an NSYNC girl? I like
Well,
both.
my story because my friend was on the Mickey Mouse Club, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So I had met and danced with Justin Timberlake and JC at her bat mitzvah.
Right.
So I was automatically going to be
NSYNC.
more into them because like I was like, oh my god, I kind of
I
know
met
them, even though like
them. You dance.
I don't know them, but like I have bumped into Justin since a couple times, and he like made eye contact with me, like I know you, kind of eye contact. And one time I did bring up my friend, I won't say her name, sorry, and he kind of remembered that like he knew
Interaction.
her obviously, and he's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like so if I ever were in a room where we're hanging out and talking, we could definitely like rehash her bat mitzvah, you
Yeah,
know?
if I had to choose two, I think I would choose NSYNC. I really like their music, and they were actually the first band to make me not embarrassed to sing in public.
Really?
100%. I was like, you know what? If these boys can do it, I can do it too. Like, whatever.
That's
Lance,
cute.
Lance Bass over here.
Look
Sophie
at
Dophie.
you. Also Justin's an Aquarius, which obviously I love. I know he's getting a lot of heat for not standing up for Britney and for Janet Jackson, but I think that we don't see everything that's going on, and he
Yes.
might not have been fully aware of everything that's going on. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I've always really liked Justin. But with the Backstreet Boys, I thought AJ had the best voice,
Ooh, yeah.
and I was always wanting to sing his part. So
I was more Brian Nick vocal range, but I loved AJ.
AJ's
Like
voice was it. It
oh,
was
so
it.
good. Like the call, that song, The Call, and
I don't
AJ
remember
on
how
it.
it goes. How does it
Ah,
go?
going to a place nearby, gotta go. Shed a satin now. Someone's waiting for me.
Oh,
Then I call my girl up and say, listen, baby, I'm sorry. Oh, AJ was great in that. He had a great. Can I listen
I'm
to that later?
I know you did a good job. That was a really great
Oh,
little rendition. Thank
oh,
you.
that was more comical on my
I'm
end,
like,
but thank
hopefully
you.
we don't get a copyright strike because you just
No, wasn't the right pitch. Like it was pitched lower or maybe higher. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Oh, you're right, Sophie. I watch Couch Potato Queens
Oh
as
yeah,
well. I
love
mean,
Couch.
I watch pretty much everybody. I watch TV Talks with Tom as
I don't watch
well.
Winter Circles though. I will not watch Winter
I don't
Circle
watch Winter
anymore.
Circles, and I watched a little bit, and so far, Tiffany hasn't made me want to watch them more. So
No.
that's
All right.
done. All right, we start the episode with seeing Lamar in the diary room saying, "Are those fingernails?" Which did show on the clip show, but it's like those are your fingernails that you
Yes.
literally chewed off
Nod off.
during the eviction,
Not
and
wanting to
you
evict
like
Shayna.
picked them up and put them on the ground, and now you're commenting on fingernails. Like it's rich.
You'd think though with all the COVID protocols that they'd be wiping
A
down those chairs more
vacuum.
often. Yeah, grab your duster and get in there, production.
Shocking. Shocking. But I thought it was funny. So I feel like Todd has gotten a lot more animated in the diary room.
Yeah, I think production had a talking to Todd and they were like, "Hey Todd, just so you're aware, if you win your way to the end, like good, like you're gonna be liked. So if you can give us a little bit more energy, the fact that you've woken up now, you've won you've won a competition. Sorry, come on, like let's go, Toddy. So we're seeing more from him for sure.
It's great though. It's like I find it more enjoyable when the celebrities are more animated than when regular house guests are just screaming at us in the diary room. So
Yeah.
the celebrities are just able to execute these lines in the diary room a lot better than regular house guests, I've found anyways.
Yeah.
Um so first eye roll of the night, Todrick wants to start winning now for his BB resume. Your resume is not going to help you. Do you know what? Do you know
Resume.
what a good resume is? Being a good person and being
Yeah.
nice to the people that are going to be voting to give you some money.
Yeah.
That's your resume that you should have been working on.
So sad. Like, I don't know, besides Big D, the last time that I thought someone literally had no chance at winning at the final 5.
Yeah, he's like he doesn't really have a good shot at all.
No.
At all. Like I can't believe that oh my god, I want anybody to win but him. Well, we knew this from a long time
Yeah.
ago.
And
So
he just can't, like, I hate to say it, but I don't think there's actually a way that he could win. I think he could get 1 vote from Cynthia, and that's about it. So
or if Misha's in the jury
in the jury,
somehow,
2
he could get a
votes.
second vote.
Yeah,
But
unless he's sitting next to Cynthia
and then he gets no. Yeah, I mean, he'd get 1 vote then. He'd
for
get
Misha.
Misha's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in good shape at all. And I just watched a Carson interview, and he was just like, I mean, being a celebrity and, having a reputation to uphold and having a brand to live up to, I just did not think that he would be playing this hard.
Yeah.
And so that and he was choosing his words so wisely around it because he basically the word that he used was he is being
Tricky.
aggressive. Oh, the aggressive was the word that he used
Yeah.
for what I was watching.
I saw aggressive and tricky, and he's disappointed. So all like, oh, you do not want your mom and dad saying that to you. You don't want to hear disappointed.
Well, and also Carson was like, and yeah, he doesn't really have a good chance at winning. And if
No.
he's saying that, that means that to me that he doesn't plan on voting for him.
I don't think he will. I think he'll vote for Misha over him.
He basically said Misha. He's like, well, Misha, yes, she might have irritated a lot of people, but I think that she would win against Todrick. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, if somebody that doesn't even know the game, like Carson, is saying this about you, Todrick, because you're supposed to be like good friends outside the house, like you're in trouble.
I'm okay. I want to like, I have to step back for a little bit because I want to say like, do I respect gameplay? 100%. Do I expect ruthless gameplay? 1,000%. But it's the way you treat people in the moment that I don't respect. And I think that's why I dislike Todrick so much and his gameplay. I can appreciate a good move, but it's the way you're talking about people and dragging them under the mud and being really gross about it. That's not good, especially when you don't have a sequestered jury. We saw it with Danielle. Danielle lost the game because of her diary room. And they weren't even that bad.
They weren't bad at all.
The devil,
comparatively, anyways. The thing is too, like all he had to have done in the diary room is being like, I'm so sorry that I had to do this. Like, I really want to win. I know I've been saying that like it doesn't matter that much to me, but it really does. I'm so sorry that I had to do this to you. Like, you just apologize, and people would maybe start to get over it a little bit. But it's the fact that he's just like salivating over how like nasty he's kind of being to people. It's just doesn't sit well with anybody.
No.
So Cynthia, I love that Cynthia is a little bit irritated with him because she talks about how the fact that we saved Misha, which, well, Cynthia, you saved Misha because if you were not around, Cynthia, there's no way that Carson would have taken his eye off of having Misha go out the door. It was Cynthia that made that whole week happen, or whole cycle. And she says that that Todrick didn't return the favor, like with saving Carson, which I think that it would have been. I know he's terrified of Carson for whatever reason, but like 2 jury votes, you need those.
Yeah, 100%.
You need them big time. So Cynthia, like we're seeing kind of like the night before, and Todrick wants to come into them to say, like, to talk about like who they're keeping or whatnot. And basically 70 minutes before the live eviction, they're like, oh, we haven't had time to talk. It's like, what else are you doing? Playing solitaire? Like, you don't have time to figure out who you're sending home? Like, irritated. I'd
All
be
are
so
due. Yeah.
pissed. And then they tell Carson, yeah, we're giving you the chop. Okay. It's like, and
Yeah.
Cynthia's like, well, thank you for telling us. Yeah, thank you for letting us know. So we do see Cynthia talking to Lamar a little bit, and then Carson comes into the living room and he's like, nice jacket. and Carson's like, oh, thank you. It's not every day that you get evicted. And Todrick laughs. And Lamar is like, that laugh was so fake, Todrick.
Lamar doesn't care. Like, he just says what he thinks, and I love that about him.
It was great, and it shows that like whatever that bosom buddy like segment like meant absolutely nothing, because Todrick after is like, I don't know why you're like acting this way, like I've been nothing but nice to you, and like you're like giving me this attitude, and Lamar's like, okay, whatever.
Don't care. Yeah.
Not caring
whatsoever.
So why did I write this? So Todd says, I don't know if you get the vote. Oh my gosh. That was like hilarious as well. Todd has clued into the game enough and can understand Todrick's game to say to Todrick that I don't think that you can get the votes.
Yep.
Todd understands that. That's a hard,
I mean,
pill.
On the live feeds earlier, they were all getting into jury vote discussion, and it got very interesting. So we'll see how she goes.
Well, I thought, and then Todrick goes and complains to Misha about the fact Todd said that like I'm not going to get any votes. It's like, babe, you're not getting any votes.
Yeah, that's why Misha's going to sit next to you at the end. She's aware of this.
She's like, sorry, Todrick, you did all my dirty work, and I'm coming out just as being a comp beast, but you've been like kind of sneaky beast.
Yeah, nasty.
So Todd even says to Cynthia that it's messed up that after Carson saved his ass and Misha's, that they're not returning the favor, or they didn't. And I'm very impressed that Todd is really figuring out how this game is working so far.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion of Todd really changed during this fight with Cynthia, so I do find it difficult to root for him. But
I shifted today, though.
Today, I mean, I'm still 100% like, give Misha the win. These people are fools. But if Todd can win his way there, I'll be really, really impressed.
And I think he has a good chance, to be honest.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see.
3 wins.
So, but all three of them, so Todd, Cynthia, and Lamar are talking. They want, Lamar to win this head of household. And they ask Lamar, if you win it, he's like, they're out of here. I love that. Like, yes, Lamar, they are out of here. We should have gotten rid of them 3 rounds ago. Like, or 2, but like, get rid of them. So the head of household competition is the BB Art Museum. It's Spot the Fake. And this is, I think, kind of a take on OTEV, it seems. It's a little bit like OTEV, right?
It is. I'm disappointed that we didn't get OTEV, but we've been seeing this, especially in Big Brother Canada, I find. The whole, like, run into the house, come back out. We had a great moment this season on Big Brother Canada 9 with Tara fighting with Kiefer, and remember they were just, like, screaming at each other, like, taking their frustrations out. I loved every second of it. Wasn't as exciting as that, but it was a great competition, and it looked like something that was even keel for everyone.
Well, some people had more hustle than other people, and Cynthia is a bit of a letdown competition-wise.
Yes.
Because it's not even that she came back last. She came back last and with the wrong answer. Yeah. I'm like, Cynthia, girl. So with it being so few people remaining in the house, I do wish it wasn't just a elimination. Like, everybody gets like musical chair styles. Like, I kind of wish that it was maybe points or something, because that would have been a little bit more compelling. I didn't like that if you came back last, that even with the correct number, with so few people playing, that you were eliminated. So I liked the competition, but I feel like it would have worked better if there were more people playing.
I was trying to think like how I'd want to game the competition, and I thought like if Lamar and Cynthia wanted to try and win together, they could each focus on one set of three,
And then
find
be
the
like,
correct answer, and then be like, "This is it. Let's go back." So I don't know if they were told like they couldn't talk to each other or what the exact rules were, but I think that would be your best bet is to try and have a partner in that competition and kind of even keel it until you're the last two.
well, I mean, they didn't show it, but it seemed ish that Todrick and Misha were at the same ones at the same time when he would run back with like
Yeah.
the answer. So I don't know if that was like a hint that that was the right one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we maybe they did kind of play that way, but they didn't show us.
I hope they did.
So Mona Lisa, then with the head of household robe, the head of household name emblem was different colors. That was
Yeah.
the fake. And the second one, Lamar was the last to lock in, and so he was eliminated. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like you guys we're holding all our hope on you two, and you guys are out first. Ugh.
Shocker.
But for that one, it was the lines were different. Was it like the splotches? Yeah, I think it was.
Or was it
Oh no,
the camera was
the
split?
camera was in the wrong direction. Correct. And then they couldn't find the last one, but it's just Misha and Todrick, so who cares? But we know that Todrick wants to pad his resume, so he does manage to see that there's not a splotch on one of the on the fake, and so he runs back. Misha comes back with the same answer, and right?
Misha came back
No,
with
it's five, number
5.
5, actually. And he had number 6. And so Todrick wins head of household. Were you excited?
Actually, kind of. Only because I would much prefer to see. I personally think Final 5 head of household is the worst head of household to win.
Because you want to be in the final 4 head of
Because
household.
at Final 4, you want to have the chance at HOH and at
And
veto.
veto. Mm-hmm.
So he only gets a chance at veto next. So I was okay with that because I'd prefer Misha to win the HOH, win the veto, win the HOH again, just steamroll the rest of it, so we can all go, okay, just hurry it up. Like, when's it over? Let's see Shanna's Carson's apology to Shanna. Let Cynthia lose her mind. Like, I want to see all this chaos. So
I don't think Cynthia's gonna lose her mind. I think she's just gonna like shut down.
Yeah, most likely.
Hi, Natalie. So Natalie said Todrick won head of household. I'd rather have a Misha head of household anytime over Todrick.
Yes.
Soon we learn this. Soon we learn this. Soon we learn this. Yes, Sophie, you saw that I went live with Drew and Chris talking about this. I'm not sure what the exact time format's going to be, but it's probably going to be at this like Big Brother would be at 8, and this the challenge CBS would be at 9. Like, you think it's gonna be taking the place? No, I don't think it's the same time.
Stop, Sophie Dopey. That scared me.
When are we getting season 4 of The Circle? I'm not sure. They bought it from the UK, and so I don't know if that's changed how they're doing things.
Let's get the UK host. She is so much funnier. She makes me laugh.
Yeah, well, everybody UK is better.
God, I like Nicole, but like the UK host is hilarious. Their delivery is perfect.
Agreed. So yours truly here has Todrick in his draft, and that's all you have left, correct?
Yeah.
I still have Cynthia and
You've got the
Misha
winner
left,
in my opinion.
I most likely have the winner, because I could see Cynthia pulling out a win depending on what happens.
Yep.
Definitely it's a possibility. So Todd obviously wants them to put up Cynthia and Lamar, but they're not going to be doing that. He knows that he's public enemy numero uno. Lamar is on the elliptical, and it's time to see Todrick's head of household room. He's like, oh, I got 13 minutes here. I'll be up right after. So they go and see his head of household room. And I have to say, the letter was a really nice letter from his mom. She does say, we love you, Toddy, and I'm delighted and honored to call you mom. It was very sweet, but I don't know if she doesn't watch the feed, so she doesn't realize that he shades her on the feeds.
I mean, I think she watches the feeds enough to comment on Lamar on her Twitter page and getting a little bit of flack for that. But I doubt. I mean, Toddy said it himself that she's really bad with technology, so I doubt she watches the feeds. Maybe some clips here and there.
Hmm. So he wants to win it for her, and he even like musters up some tears. His eyes were like watering.
Yeah, he's a great performer. He's very talented.
Good actor. So then we see a moment where Lamar is ringing the doorbell and nobody's answering. So what happened there?
No idea. Maybe they were some high falsetto happening, and no one could hear the doorbell.
God, stop it. So Todd says, Todd, I love Todd and Lamar's relationship. They're kind of like brothers, like kind of best friends, but also kind of enemies, always kind of having these back and forths. So Todd's in the shower and, Lamar is like, oh, so you've done this and you've done that and you play baseball and you've done this and you want to go to space. And Todd's like, I can't help it that I've done a lot of things. I'm kind of in a similar boat. I've actually done a lot of things and people are like, you've done a lot of things. I'm like, I'm old. Like, I don't know. I'm interested in a lot of things.
Yeah, do all the things.
So I know where Todd is coming from.
Yeah, Todd's had a long, well-lived life. Some big ups, some big downs. So he's well-versed in life.
So what are your thoughts about going to space?
Mine? I mean, if I had the chance to go to one of like those luxury, like just above Earth little hotels, sure, like sign me up. I'm down. Like 72 hours in space, absolutely. But going on like an 8-month excursion or like a forever to Mars, I've seen enough Gravity. I've seen enough like of these films. An alien will burst out of my butthole. I'm terrified. So no, thank you. I don't want to go too far in space. I'm okay down here.
I'm interested in seeing the world from a new perspective. So I'm interested in going to space. I would love to see if there's a life on other planets. It'd be very interesting. So yeah, if we could do it, like I would definitely be into checking it out.
Make love to an alien. Ooh.
I mean, haven't you had those dreams? I have those dreams all the times.
And then I wake up in a field in like a nightgown. I'm like, where am I?
I mean, I definitely think I've been abducted before.
Oh.
My dad, I have a story. My dad has been. What?
By an alien? Or other life forms?
I don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure. Maybe a ghost or an alien. I'm not sure. An entity.
As soon as you said that, a bunch of dogs just started barking in my hallway and it put a feeling in me. My chest tightened. Oh, it's like they're here.
They're coming for you tonight, Jojo. Sleep with one eye open.
I might.
So Todrick comes in and he doesn't want to go to space at all. I was just like, oh, like play along with it, like be a little bit fun.
He's not fun.
So Todrick and Misha are talking and they're saying that Todd has got to go. I mean, he is the only person so far, or with these the remaining people that has won anything. So he should be public enemy at #1. It's no surprise.
Sure.
But then Todrick's like, so Todd has to go, and I'm putting you up to Misha. And she just like, her face did not move, did not crack, did not smile, like flinch, nothing, like complete deadpan. She's so cold.
Yeah, I mean,
the joke's not funny, but
it's not funny at all. But they did have a talk. I guess it was yesterday, and he asked her like, "Are you afraid of being like the next victim of Cookout 2.0?" And she said like, "No, I'm not." Just straight up, she was like, "No, I'm not afraid of that. Like, I'd be really like, I'd be like, wow, you guys really got me if that's the case." And then Todrick was talking about how he discovered the Cookout from Facebook. All this talk on Facebook, of all places.
Yes, I definitely learned this yesterday.
The last place I will ever look for anything Survivor Big Brother related. I do not go to Facebook for opinions. No way.
So another person that I do listen to sometimes when they have the same perspective that I do about something that I'll listen. But recency bias radio. I believe his name is David, and he usually does a rant after every eviction episode. And this season, I'm in line with his opinions. And now I might go back and listen to his opinions about Tiffany, because I stopped listening to him because I didn't like what he was saying about Tiffany. But now with how she's responding, he might be right about her, or like what he was saying it doesn't sting the same way as it stung before when I was like, I don't agree with that. Like, so I've changed my opinion about her. So I might go back and listen to what he has to say. But he was like, I don't know any Black person that's going to go to Facebook to get their information. And I was like,
because it's just chock full of racist, homophobic, awful folks. Sorry, Facebook. Sorry, Meta.
Yeah. So I thought that was very interesting that like Hamster Watch, I believe, tweeted out that Todrick noticed something about the cookout and be like, what's the cookout? Like, what's that? Like, he didn't even know what the cookout is. So for someone that's a super fan, how do you not know what the cookout is? Did you not watch their entire season? Like, did you only get the Coles note from the cookout when they were living in their house? Like,
I wouldn't be surprised.
mm-hmm.
Or if he was just really late in the bandwagon.
Well, that's not a super fan, babe.
No.
Super fans watch in real time.
Yeah, or an Uber fan like Jerry O'Connell.
I'll take Jerry O'Connell's Uber fan because I do believe that he's watched a season.
At least Celebrity. Yeah, he's watched Celebrity.
I don't think that Todrick's watched a full season because he just pulls out highlight reel comments like Dan's funeral. It's like, you don't even understand what happened with Dan's funeral. Like, you don't even get it.
He does talk about, like, he talked about to Misha about if she was to to go back and watch previous seasons, she should check out 16 and 19.
Gross.
Which is so wrong. Two that I will never go back to ever.
No.
So really bad taste.
Those are two of my least favorite seasons. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm sorry, Derek Levasseur, but you had an easy ride to the end, and I did not enjoy that game. I didn't enjoy that final two. I don't enjoy the winner's circle. I'm sorry. Like, that type of game it's not my style. It's not fun.
Ruined All-Stars.
Ruined All-Stars. Definitely did not like Paul's reign of terror. No, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So Lamar and Todd are having another competition. They're deciding who has the lowest blood pressure. I'm just like
bored. Okay. They are bored.
They're bored.
And where's the content? Like, what I really just want to see a solitaire game at this point. Teach us solitaire, folks.
Why can't they play a game together?
You'd think. Like, I loved playing. I called it Joker, but I think it's called
Asshole or President.
Yeah, both. But then I changed all the presidents. When Hillary was running, she was president, and then Trump was asshole, and like Pence was vice asshole. What's his face was vice.
When the people that had to give the cards at the bottom.
Yeah. So I had Trump, Pence. Who was the middle one? Who did I give that to? Some incredible
Sarah Palin?
female.
I don't know.
No, God, no. Someone like Michelle Obama. She was like straight down the middle. And then like Hillary's running mate, and then Hillary was president. That was my favorite way to play president. But I like asshole too.
I mean, that game, I remember we used to play in high school.
Yeah.
And we had a mall at the end of the street. And so there was a place called Villa Fruit, and it had like this like salad bar in the middle, and like you can buy food there. You can buy single cigarettes. So you just buy like for 15 cents, you get one single cigarette. And so we'd eat our food, and then we had like everybody would bring a deck, so we'd play like a 10 deck like game of asshole or president, whatever we were calling it that day. And like threes were like could beat anything, or threes could be three of a kind, twos could be two. I can't remember what the rules were, but we had like these really extensive rules, and we just skip school and play asshole at Villa Fruit.
Nothing wrong with that. That sounds like an incredible experience.
It was fun. I mean, I used to win often, so I liked it. So I don't know why they wouldn't play a better game. Like play that, play cribbage, play like there's so many games that would be fun to play. Spades, play
Even Go Fish,
hearts.
like something.
No, not Go Fish, but there's no
Oh,
skill in Go
I
Fish.
love Play 9. That's one of my favorites.
Nine's fun. Same as it's similar to hearts.
Yeah.
Rummy.
Rummy, gin rummy. Give me some gin.
Like
There's a ton they could be doing.
So many. Or at least teach somebody how to play a game, and like that, I just would be some content just seeing them interact and like just have dialogues with each other instead of just like seeing someone just like and saying like one word answered every once in a while. Like it's boring. All right, so let's get to the moment of the hour with the super extra head of household nomination. So he wants to have the music and a look and the drama. It's going to be a full Broadway show. And I have to give him props that his name is good. Ceremony is pretty good.
That's brilliant. I did love that. His look was surely extra. We finally get to see those Croc heels again. We saw them so much pre-season. I don't like. I appreciate the fan of Todrick if he's truly a fan, but exactly, Natalie. It was all cringe. I don't know how he thinks he could do that and have the respect of Todd and Lamar. You know, like read the room. You're losing 2 jury votes by doing it's just so bad.
It's so bad. And then you hear him clear his throat and then he starts singing badly. Like
he couldn't even find his voice.
You're with the water and he's like and he's like doing like and then he comes out and sings badly.
Yeah, just embarrassing.
And I'm trying to figure out if I liked him, would I like this?
If I was in the house, I would be acting like Misha and Cynthia 100%. I'd be like, this is so fun. I love this. But in real life watching, God, no. You just have to be supportive of people. And that's one thing he's missed, like supporting people, especially when they're down. He's kicked everybody while they've been down. So, yeah.
All right. I'm like, he is so annoying. Cynthia's laughing. And it's only funny to the people that are aren't scared of being nominated. Like if you think that it's going to be you that's going to be nominated, this is hella obnoxious.
Yeah. Nothing cute about it.
Mm-mm. So the wink. So he's so annoying. The wink to Lamar.
Oh, that's his husband though. That's his house husband. Didn't we know?
But then he's going to put up on the blog. It's just it doesn't make any sense. So he does say, though, that we've reached the maximum number of the Todd capacity. So he's going to fix that. And when Carson left, we lost a lot of fabulousness. I think I fixed that. And he puts his Croc shoe up on the chair or table.
Yeah, you don't replace Carson. He's really hard to replace, Todrick. Just be yourself, and yourself is awful, so don't be yourself. I actually think he did a lot more damage to his career out of this, and I don't think anyone else really did. Like Todd a little bit for that fight, but that wasn't really.
I think he's fine now, though. I think if I'm forgiving him now, I think that people are forgetting that happened.
Yeah.
So wait till Todrick leaves the house and the season is done. Todrick will get made fun of or lose jobs with the way he acted this season. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so Sophie wants to know if we think Chris Kattan didn't quit, that they would have done a double eviction tomorrow and Wednesday. They didn't say if it was an hour or 2 hours. So Wednesday's 1 hour. Tomorrow is 2 hours. It's a double eviction. I think that it would have been the same,
Friday,
but there would have been 4 people instead of going to final 3, would be going to the final 4, and then they would do it like a regular Celebrity Big Brother season where the winner would take 2 or evict 2 people and take 1 person with them to the end. So
I mean, I think they would have done it on last Friday, had the double eviction.
Oh, timing wise. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, and then they'd still do 4 to 2 on tomorrow. But so maybe Yeah, they would have done it on Friday while they had that 2 hour special. Maybe that's why they had that time slot to fill up still.
Yeah.
They could still use it tomorrow for 2 hours.
Yeah.
If Chris Kattan was still here, it would have been fine still.
Is tomorrow 2 hours or just one?
Tomorrow's 2 hours.
It is 2. Okay, good to know.
So Todrick was like Jojo over the top with nominations. Yes.
How dare
I
you?
thought that was really cool that he started NSYNC. Oh, that was another really great segment on the recap show. It's funny that it was my birthday weekend, and my birthday is January 25th, and January 26th is when we lost Kobe Bryant. And I was actually playing a live version of Big Brother at that time. And I learned it when I was like trying to remember what I need to remember for the final 3 competition, Head of Household. And I lost the final 3 and I got sent home. So that's how I remember. I remember exactly where it was. It was in the bedroom, just studying, try to win.
Trying your best, baby.
Sophie was both a Backstreet Boy and an NSYNC fan. I mean, both of them were pretty good. I wasn't what's the other group?
O-Town?
No. O-Town had a good song.
Yeah, Liquid Dreams. Who else
No,
was
because
there?
I want it all or nothing at all. Nowhere left to fall and reach the bottom. It's now or never. That one.
O-Town,
Who's
before 4, no.
No, older.
Oh,
Osmond, Donnie Wahlberg.
New Kids on the Block.
Thank you. I was like a year too young for New Kids on the Block, so like I missed that boat. Like they kind of came out when I was in like grade 4, I think, and like I remember people going to their concert, but I wasn't into them.
I saw them when I was like 28 for free, and I was like, yeah, I'll go watch this. Sure. Boyz II Men was there. I was like, I want to see Boyz II Men. They're opening. Yeah, gladly. And I also had like their Barbies. My older sister must have had them and passed them down to me.
Lucky
so
you.
Playing with them. Yeah.
So NSYNC concert in Madison Square Gardens on YouTube. Ooh. I've actually seen them a few times. So I saw them at the Sky Dome back in the day. I worked the private boxes, and so I got to see their concert often.
Yeah, you worked that.
I didn't have to do anything. Jojo looks like Lance Bass, but he sounds like a Weird Al. Okay.
Yes. I agree, Sophie. Yes.
Save my channel. What happened? Switzerland. Oh, this is Jelly Donut. Wise, what happened to my channel? I tried watching Winter Circle. Wow, I lost some brain cells. Yeah, the season went by fast, and I think that was what's like I like about Celebrity Big Brother is that like it's just like in and out. Like we're done. Get the content, get the fix. But for the most part, it's disappointed me. That whole move ruined it for me. I do. I have Misha, darling.
I do.
All 3 of us have all 4 of us, because Jonathan has Todrick. I'm sorry, Jonathan has Todd. You have Todrick. I have Misha and Cynthia. And Sophie, you have Lamar. So you're saying Lamar might have a chance to win the draft? Small. Oh, let's talk about spoilers. Spoilers. Yes. What's the spoilers?
The veto competition has happened. And if you don't want to know, turn off the video now. But Todd won the veto. So today, I guess, Todrick really wanted to try to convince him to stay on the block because it's Cynthia's birthday weekend. And he still was pushing like, Misha, we'll still vote him out. And Misha was like, he's not going to do that. Like, no, it's not going to happen. And then Todd even said like, no, Todrick, I'm not going to do that. I don't trust that you won't vote me out. So then Todrick decided to go to Todd and say, well, you have to vote Lamar to leave then, because that's what Misha's doing. And Todd said, no, I won't. I'm going to make it a tie, so you have to break it.
I didn't hear that part. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And Cynthia's like, do it. I'm fine with it. I know like Misha and Todrick want to take her to the final 3. She's like, that's fine by me. Like, you can vote for me to go. I know I won't be your target if he like. I mean,
Yeah.
Cynthia's kind of screwed either way, but yeah, he's gonna
I
force Todrick.
love that. Force a tie.
Force the tie.
Force a tie. That's what Shayna should have done. Force
Yep.
that tie in the beginning, and she would have probably been able to be safe. You know what I mean? She wouldn't have been outed by Todrick.
Yep.
Force that tie. Don't make it easy on the head of household,
Never.
especially if they're doing something that you don't want them to do.
Yeah. Only make it easy if you want the same thing.
Exactly. Todrick's YouTube video resurfaced of him on Colleen. I don't know who Colleen Ballinger is.
He's Miranda Sings.
I don't know who that is. Filming and mocking a homeless person. I did see a little clip of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
Same.
Well, hi Renee. My middle name is Renee, so there's the answer.
And I love Reese's Pieces, so.
Before last year, I haven't heard of this channel before because I wasn't around. Oh, I only started. Well, I started COVID times.
Yeah, March 2020, April 2020.
We started. Well, I did a couple of episodes beforehand, but I wasn't very consistent. In 2019, and then when Big Brother Canada started, and I didn't end up doing the Twitter correspondent for Wendy's with you, I was like, F that, I'm gonna just start my channel. And so that's where I was born. So March or April 2020.
Born. Yay.
Jerkson and Falalala Lunatic were contacted for CBS The Challenge. Who's Falalala Lunatic?
Yeah, I don't know, but I heard about Jerkson and
I heard about Tiffany. I've heard about Big D.
I heard about Parv. I heard about
Parv. I'm happy about
that. Lauren.
Okay,
not Lauren that we love though. Other Lauren.
Both Laurens are okay.
Both Laurens are fine, but I love other Lauren.
Lauren that's best friends with
Kelly
Wentworth. Yeah.
And
so it looks like there's going to be a third season in a row. A female is going to win Celebrity Big Brother. That's pretty
okay
cool.
with that. I'm fine with that.
Especially since we started with a deficit.
Yes, both like the last 2 seasons.
You can keep talking about who you might have heard. So Sophie says,
Derek.
Derek?
Yeah.
Which Derek?
Winter
Bastard?
Yeah.
Oh, is he going to do it? He's so out of shape.
Good. Maybe he'll get kicked out early.
If TJ Legend is going to be the host of the Challenge CBS, everyone who watches CBS reality shows will be confused. Yeah, I've heard that he is going to be the host.
I mean, I'd love to see like Devon host or, you know, like someone that has a lot of personality. True. I know it's not going to happen.
It's not going to be Devon. It's going to be a white male.
Let's let somebody else. I want like
and I'm not a fan of Devon right now, to be honest.
Fair enough. But Jimmy's an incredible host. I love Kat Deely on So You Think You Can Dance. I know it's not the same realm, but I always thought
the vibe for
but I always thought she was so good at like just being in front of that mic.
I think Misha would be a more appropriate host of the Challenge CBS than Kat Deely.
I get it.
Even Aaron that did whatchamacallit, Dancing with the Stars would be better.
Right. Yeah, I guess so.
She was at least a sports commentator, you know? So anyways, it's going to be someone sporty or in like some sort of sporty realm, I would say.
Probably.
Kind of fit. Yes, 4 out of 5 are not white, but a white person's most likely going to win, which is very interesting. But I'm fine with that. It's okay. We don't have to go overboard with like the Cookout 2.0. Like I think that I'm okay with Misha winning. Floptrick Queen Cassandra did that first, sweetie, and you're not her. Who's Cassandra?
Season 4 Big Brother Canada. She like sang her noms. Like got dressed up in a tiara. You remember Cassandra with Tim? She came in 4th place. I was rooting for her so hard.
Yes. I liked her. Well, I didn't like her, then I liked her. I liked her after her dad was like won her the head of household.
Yeah.
That nomination ceremony was yes, it was awful. Yes, I wasn't laughing. I was rolling my eyes. Because there's not going to be much going on. I don't think that they're going to have any competition on that final. Maybe they'll do some questions. But thank you. I don't think that they need more than an hour.
No. Maybe a reunion afterwards.
I don't think so
Not
either.
gonna
So don't worry, guys. We got 2 episodes left, and on the bright side, hopefully the BB Can 10 cast will be released by Wednesday. I think it will be.
I think so too.
And I better know somebody on that damn cast.
I hope so too. 90 degrees. Hey,
Hi,
Agent
Agent.
Secret. Love
Agent
that photo.
Secret.
Sorry about that team.
Aw, sorry about that team. Agent Secret did she was hanging out with us, or they, I don't know if it's a she for sure, with our Australian Survivor recap earlier on
Oh.
today, and said that she has applied.
Oh,
So they would shout out the channel in like a confessional or something, or say Agent Secret or something. So that would be
Love
really
it.
fun, because like I would have no idea who they were, which is fun. Hi, Anna. So a longer season better allows for more nuanced power struggles. Misha could have been unseated.
She
Yeah,
could have
if
been
it was,
unseated like 2 times already, 3 times already. So every time she
yeah,
hasn't been up.
is when she should have been out.
Yeah.
Off topic, but Jed's story of him working out turned me
Ooh.
on. He's really good with his like push up. Like he does burpees with like a push up and a back tuck, and it's pretty impressive.
Beautiful.
Back tuck burpees. Where does Todrick rank among all-time worst Big Brother player or Big Brother villains? Thoughts?
Ooh.
Whoa, hold on. We have to pause that. What?
Yeah.
Nicola
Oh,
Anthony?
yes. Yeah, I saw that too.
I know. I wanted her to go on it and just to be bad.
Remember when she couldn't even like jump like All Stars 1 or All Stars, the last All Stars? She couldn't even like jump on the correct. Yeah, she was just brutal. Okay, this is interesting.
He's
up
just
there.
The worst, though. I don't know who's worse than him.
I mean, to be honest, the villains I sometimes root for. Like, there's something charming about them. We had Will was a big
Will
villain.
was a villain, and I love Will.
He was great. Danielle was a villain.
Was
Loved her. June, Allison, I love both of them, and they made the final 2. Season 5, Diane was considered a villain. Loved her. Season 6, I think the villains were just the friendship, really.
Ugh.
And I was fine with Maggie winning over Yvette, but
I hated the friendship so much.
Yeah, God, the worst. But who are some like true villains that?
Evil Dick was a villain.
Yeah, I wanted Danielle to be him.
Jen was a villain.
Loved Jen. Would love to have her back, actually.
Season 9 is the season that we forget, so I don't remember.
Everyone.
I remember people on it, but I don't really remember the season. Season 10.
What's his face? That annoying older man.
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry didn't wash his hands.
Gosh, God. Oh, that was season 3 person.
Oh, right. He didn't wash his hands. I'm trying to think of some like classic like would Paul be a villain? Josh, Christmas. They're not really villains.
No, but they're not like
worst Big Brother villains.
That's it. I mean, him. He's the worst.
Yeah, I guess so. Nothing redeeming.
All the other villains like I like. So maybe over time I won't dislike Todrick. And in the moment I hated some of those people. Not all of them actually, but some of them.
Yeah, I still don't care for. I don't think Todrick can bounce back from the amount of time that he spent in the house. There has been very little redeeming qualities from him.
Yeah, she's too glad.
I get it.
T on Davon, are you asking?
Nikki?
So basically, she basically co-signed Lamar being for AFP. And I feel as though it's because she also went over to Todrick's house and was part of that whole preseason push to get him on this season. And I just don't appreciate her not realizing the reasons why people usually win AFP. And this is what Sarah said on Friday, which I thought was really, really smart, was like, this is our power to give a big FU to the people that win, to send them a message. And that's exactly accurate. And when Davon won it, I don't know if it was sending a message, but it was great because
I think it did.
Who was the final 2? Oh yeah, to them. Yeah, exactly. That they kicked her out. They didn't want to work with her. they didn't care about her opinion. They had her in a fake alliance, but the people still loved her more than all of them. So it did send a message. Then with Tiffany, we want Tiffany to win. She had to, for the cause, had to send out her best friend in the game, and she didn't even get to make it past the 6, even since they wouldn't have made it to the 6 without her. So sending a message to the two guys in the final 2 that were being, in my opinion, misogynistic, like, oh, so the person that you said that didn't deserve to be at the end, none of you guys said were a good game player, we're giving her America's favorite player because we thought that she deserved to be honored, like that she did a good job. So
Nicole
this is
Anthony
the same
too.
thing. What?
Even Nicole Anthony, like when she beat it out over Holly and Jackson, like they assumed that she wasn't beloved by the audience, and the audience loved Nicole that season. Like,
Yes.
people were definitely rooting for. I remember rooting for her. I was like, she just needs a 1 win. She's got it. Let's do it. Tiffany did come out and say that she does support Shayna as well.
Well, and it's because people were coming for her, being like, and explaining to her why she won it. And so then she's like, oh, well, like, Lamar needs some love too. Shayna deserves to win, and Lamar deserves some love too. And it's like, should have said that the first time, babe. So yeah, that's the tea of Dave Vaughn. It just like, I'm just not a fan of people that are coddling Todrick with his actions. I don't think that you need to drag him, but saying that you're voting for Lamar over Shayna, like, it just bothers me. It does.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It does. So Johnny is in for a world of trouble when he gets out. Even his Instagram is attacking him. Wow. Ooh.
Yeah. Oof.
Chantele, can you get our girl Arissa to spill the cast to you?
Please. Exclusive.
I mean, she still follows me on Twitter. Her Facebook is not normal anymore. Like back in the day, like we were normal friends on Facebook, but now it's like a celebrity version of Facebook. So I don't think so. Yeah. She's friends with me. She usually responds to my tweets, but we'll see. I don't think so though. We're gonna have to wait till Wednesday. But maybe we'll come out right away. So as soon as we hear the cast, like maybe we'll try to jump on right away and do like an immediate reaction if we can. Depending on what time it is. I'm in America, so I apply for American Survivor. Wish me luck. Y'all know if I can handle Probst's obsession with this new era. Oh boy.
Maybe we'll see you there, Agent Secret.
I love that it's US Survivor. Yeah, it would be like, give us 2 winks if you get a Jesse phone call.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, so what's the plan for Survivor 42? Assessment draft. Also, Chantele, in my I'm gonna DM you on Twitter on some info about the cast. We might get some good gameplay this season. Yes, maybe Tori might do some damage. Was 9 the season that the guy that did drugs win? Yes. Adam, I believe his name was.
Yeah, I wanted Sheila to win that season. I was so mad. Hated that season. It was awful.
Didn't they date? I can't remember what happened.
No, she was way older, but
weren't they like flirting or
something? They were like a couple.
Okay, so yes, I separate the good villains from the Derek F and the Todrick type. I was like, who's Derek F? Oh, Big T. Derek F is not a good villain, in my opinion. Devon at least acknowledged that she was not aware of the horrible things Todrick has done. I haven't seen that Agent Secret, so thank you. I'll take a peek. I'll take a look. Who should win? In my opinion, I think that Shayna, hands down, deserves to win America's favorite player. She had won 2 vetoes. She used one that should have, in any normal capacity, have allowed her to move further along in the game. Even Carson has says that if he had just taken out Misha, that both him and Shayna would most likely still be in the house. So I think that she couldn't overcome bad gameplay and people not knowing how to play the game. And so I think that she deserves to win because her chance got taken away from her from people being dumb.
Yep.
Kat Dunn and Whitney are not Todrick fans if you look on Twitter.
Yeah, they've openly been.
I haven't seen that yet, but.
Yeah, they've both been like, no, Toddy. No, Todrick.
Yeah, Whitney possibly canceled an appearance at Oz's finale party because of their support of Todrick. Wow.
I think she's gonna go now, but she said like she would be really uncomfortable in the same room with him, but has been told like she's probably not going to be seeing a lot of him, so she should come still and hang out with her friends. So we'll see if she goes. She said she won't be able to control herself, that she'll just like say it as it is, which I believe.
Well, and I think it's probably like the comments about Shayna and her body and what she's wearing. She experienced that from Big D,
Yeah.
and I think that it's probably was triggering for her to see like a gay man deciding what she can and cannot wear in the house.
So
Like she
stupid.
definitely would probably have a problem with it because I don't know if she ever aired that out with Big D, so it'd be her opportunity to air it out with Todrick.
Yeah.
I do give her props as well, Adrian. Shayna would be a good choice. Lamar has been entertaining. Yeah,
Yep.
but Lamar has not played the game. And is it just an award to give to somebody because they
You
didn't
like
know the
them.
game at all and they didn't do anything, they didn't win any competitions and they didn't do anything but vote? Like, I don't know. I can't really honor that as best player,
I
right?
agree. Yeah.
It's not Mr. Congeniality. Like it's best favorite player. And
And
so
I do think that they're calling it America's favorite house guest this
to
time
allow for people
for
to
this reason. Like for some reason this time, they keep pushing like America's favorite house guest and not America's favorite player. I'm like, well, in my opinion, it's still America's favorite player. So I'd be voting for the person that I think played the best game and got screwed out of the money.
yeah. Everyone root for Queen Lydia. Her Twitter is a whole vibe. Who's Lydia?
Oh, she's the actress, writer, waitress, 22, young, but loves the show, grew up watching it with her parents. Long, it's kind of mousy, long brown hair.
Oh, on Survivor 42. Okay,
Yes,
gotcha. I definitely will. I have not done a deep dive in the cast yet at
me
all.
neither.
Why is the audience not mad at Todd? He's behaved so poorly. I was mad at Todd when he with the fight with Cynthia that whole time, and it wasn't really until today where I've kind of eased up on my distaste for him. And I think it's because A, Cynthia has forgiven him and it seems like they are working together, and B, that he's not just like following, Todrick and Misha's footsteps anymore. And so the fact that he seems to be taking control of the game a little bit and trying to stay there and win, I respect him a little bit more personally.
I will jump in though and say like he was ready to quit yesterday, which I didn't love until he won the veto. And then he's like, "Oh no, I'm in it. I'm in it now. I'm in it." He was like, "I'm okay with going. Like it's fine. Just kick me out. I'm done." But it was kind of like that between Lamar and him. They're both like,
They
"No,
all
send me
say
home. No,
that.
you send me home. No, you send me home." I'm like,
I mean,
just give
that's what
Misha the win,
happens with
Greg.
because they don't want to look like they are desperate to win, right?
Yeah,
So
I guess I
and they
would be.
want to
I'd be
be have integrity and they don't want to be poor sports and they just kind of want to be like, "Hey, you know what? You take this. Like I'm
you
going to be
go,
going
you
out
go. No, you
anyways."
go, you go.
You
Yeah,
know what I
you
mean? They're
go.
trying to be honorable. So obviously I never want anybody to quit, but these are celebrities, so they're just kind of a different breed.
Yep.
Bit longer, not this season.
No,
I'm
Sophie,
fine
finish
with
it.
it. Hannah, Brittany, Derek X, Kylan, Tiffany, etc. are still at Todrick's house. I'm so done with this. Who's Brittany? Oh, Brittany.
Oh,
I
they
was
met
just
Olivia
she's
Rodrigez
not in
today.
the cookout, so I didn't know who that was.
They met
Jill,
Olivia Rodriguez today. They got some photos. I saw those. Brittany, Hannah. I'm like, okay,
I'm,
pop star. Yeah.
I mean, this whole
Yeah.
thing has made me not impressed by the cookout, so I'm not a fan really right now.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. Do we think that Big Brother 10, Canada 10 might be all stars? It might be because we usually know people that have gotten a call or moved through a lot of the casting process. And I haven't heard of anybody that usually gets called
Yeah.
moving along. So when that usually happens, it's usually an all-star season. Like the last time I didn't hear anything was season 5. And then 8 was another one. But I didn't know anybody on 8 at all.
I
And
actually would.
I knew one person.
I'd love to see a season 5 redo with vets and newbies. I think it's really exciting. I think it's really fun, especially when you have newbies that like know the game and know who these people are, these players are. So I'd love to see that. But all stars, sure. Like, give me some season 8 cast. Like, bring them back. Okay. couple of
I'm
them.
down. Do they not have homes? What is the reason? I think living in a 10,000 square foot mansion in Hollywood, it's kind of fun.
I hope they don't get a bill after this. Like Todrick's like, by the way, this is your rent
That's his
bill.
style. I can see him doing that. How does TJ Lavin fit the time to host a challenge of CBS, MTV, the Challenge All Stars, and maybe that War of the Worlds show as well? Well, I mean, he has enough time. Like if the shooting schedule for All Stars is like a month, whatever, and it's maybe 3 months for the challenge, and then it's probably a shorter season for the CBS version, so like a month. So we haven't even got to 6 months, so
Yeah, he'll be fine.
that's
If he's
fine.
asked, I'm sure he'll do it.
Well, like actors, for instance, like if you're on a TV show, like if you have to your 2 shows or whatnot, like you shoot for 4 months and then you're off for a couple months and you shoot for 4 more months. So people in that industry generally, they'll take all the work that they can get because they know
Yes,
how easy it could dry up. If
100%.
it's All Stars, they better see Netta, Ika, and Spicy V. Spicy V, baby, I don't think Netta and Ika would do it.
I agree. Would love to see Spicy V.
Which season was the one they tried the couples stream on? That was 9.
9.
No, I would not choose Lamar for AFP. I meant that I understand the choice in some eyes, especially casuals. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I totally.
he's lovely.
Oh my god, laughed my ass off. I forgot about this. Teddy told her followers to vote for her on BB Updates poll to win AFP. When I tell you I cackled, yeah, that was funny. I didn't
And
watch
then
the video, but I saw the comments about it, which was funny. Go ahead.
and then she posted the actual phone number to text with her name for a chance to win like this bike or whatever. So she was like pandering to her followers, like, "Hey, text my name, and one of you can win." Blah 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 blah, which I think is pretty much against the rules. So I think she had to take it down, but there's copies of it online. So I don't know if her votes will actually count.
Oh well.
So Teddy, I mean, smart move. I love it. I love your plans, Teddy, but
Also,
yikes.
did you see the screenshot transcript where Todrick basically danced and sang and said something that relates to Shayna's horrible memory of home invasion as when she walked out?
Yeah.
So effed up. I don't know. I did not see this.
Yeah, so he was sing-songing what the invader um, sang-song to her during her home invasion, and she told them through confidence, like, that was the scariest moment of her life and really traumatizing, and
Mm.
he thought that that would be a smart thing to say to her while she was evicted. So, classy.
They're slowly setting up Todd or Lamar to win Celebrity Big Brother. I don't
I
think Lamar's
disagree.
going to win it, babe. I
Yeah.
do not think so. I heard that Todd, Lamar, and Cynthia made a pact to put up. Well, that shouldn't be a pact. Like, yeah,
That's
you
common
got
sense.
to. There's nobody else to put up. Like,
Yeah, should have done it with Carson still in the game.
yeah.
Should
Or
have done
even the
last
week
week
before.
and then been like, let's get rid of Carson in final 5. Perfect.
If Lamar wins, I'll be happy. Or Todd should have done it this current week. It's like you had the chance, babe. Current challenge CBS context. So
Christmas?
Mishi, Big D, Tiffany. Obviously, Christmas is going to be there.
Oh,
Nicole A, Derek, and Lauren. Okay. Yeah, I've heard some of those. Lord have mercy. When is the cookout going back to work? Well, they're not working. So I guess Hannah's going to go back to school eventually. Kyland, what was he working at? He was doing nonprofit stuff. So if he's a philanthropist, I don't think that he needs to be at an office or anything. Tiffany had her own business. So, and she has people working for her now. So they don't need
yeah.
to be anywhere. Too bad CBS Challenge won't involve MTV, the challenge people, because it could open the door for more people to be on the CBS. I don't want them to mix it up at all. Like,
Yeah, I'm okay with them.
I'm mad that they're calling it the challenge. They should call it something completely different, and I
Yep.
would be excited about it. But the fact that they are using the challenge name, getting the draw for the challenge, and then they're not putting any attention on the actual challenge, which I enjoy, it actually irritates me. So I definitely do not want it to be a crossover event in that way,
Fair enough.
in my opinion. Anyways, I'd honestly prefer second chances over all stars. Okay, I can deal with that. Repeaters, like, come back to settle a score, something like that. The Cookouts wants to be a bona fide celebrities. They don't have the charisma. Don't disagree. I'm down with second chances. This is not related to a boot on Australian Survivor debate, but I'm mad about the edit that a certain player is getting this season. I'll tell you what happened in the watch party tomorrow. For real, I'm mad. Okie dokie. I don't think it's spoilers, but yeah, I really effed up, of the editors. Okay, interesting. Is Xavier going to do both the challenge CBS and MTV the challenge? I don't think he's doing either of them. I haven't heard his name in the hat for either of them. He's a lawyer. He has a real life to deal with.
He has $750,000 from his win. He's okay.
I haven't heard him wanting to be on it. I've heard Kylan hanging out with Fessy and Corey.
Yuck.
At this point, they're just wiping the MTV challenge out. Don't say that, secret agent. That really breaks my heart. Tiffany's Twitter says social media influencer. Damn grief. Okay. I don't care if you're a good storyteller or comedian. Just give us a damn confessional on a player, even if it's not game related. Like, you brought this player to play the best game on earth. Are you talking about Tiffany? Well, I definitely think that they people should be auditioning for their confessionals a little bit. So I do think that they should be good at confessionals, and then also just fans of the show and good gamers. Yes. Please.
All that.
Paramount promised to reboot The Real World and Road Rules. I'm still waiting. Oh, who has faith in Paramount Plus? And not I.
Not
I, because they removed all of the previous seasons of Australian Survivor, and it's probably because it's a superior product to US Survivor.
We also don't even get Big Brother Canada on Paramount Plus Canada, which really grinds my gears. I kept checking. I'm like, come on, it's the 16th. Like, come on, where are you? I want to watch some old seasons again.
Do you want me to give you my global password?
Are all of them on?
Oh, I haven't checked, but
I think the first 4 aren't. That's why I was like, I want to watch 1, 2. I want to go back and give it a little rewatch while I can, but it's not gonna happen.
Oh, okay. This was okay. We're sorry. You're still talking about Australian Survivor. Gotcha. So if you're a good storyteller or comedian, just to give us a damn confessional of a player, even if it's not game related, like you brought this player to play the best game on earth. Okay, so you're talking about, I understand. So no, we're talking about Mel. She started crying at a challenge because it was her father's birthday and he passed away recently, and they have them a moment together. Yes, I saw the end of your comment on the stream, but I'd already pressed the button that it wasn't shown on the episode, but that Sophie had talked about the fact that they had a moment. So I'm not sure why they're not giving them any sort of airtime so far.
I mean, we could say the same thing about Heather, who actually played the game.
I was like,
we had no idea. Yeah, it's we had no idea that she actually was playing the game. And there we go.
Sophie asks, I wonder how MTV feels about CBS taking the challenge name. I mean, they must be in on it because they're a merged company.
Money, whatever.
So CBS is going to ruin the challenge. I can tell. Yeah, well, I use the American one, so Canadian Paramount Plus is probably a scam because it doesn't have anything on it. Oh, I'm almost 3/4 done with my BB Can 3 rewatch, and the memories of Brittany and Sarah. Oh, tell him,
Adrian.
Oh,
you
wait,
have
you have to check.
Oh, you have to check out the double eviction, and a look for me in the audience. And that's all I'll tell you.
Okay.
You'll see I'm wearing a bright green tank top right behind Arissa. You'll see it all, baby. Get ready.
CBS is a whole dynasty. Oh, I know. Rest in peace, MTV. Yeah, they sold out and they've lost their identity. And it's on Paramount Plus, so sorry for you, Jojo. Well, Jojo, I've given him the keys to Paramount Plus, and he will not open
VPN,
the door.
I need to do it.
I gave you my link for the VPN.
Everything.
It's I don't know, it's $11 a month, but I think the first month is free or something. It's free. Something like that. Anyways, which episode? I don't remember when the devil eviction is. Probably episode
It's like final 7 or
30,
6.
probably 20
Yeah,
something.
I think
30?
it's like 31, 32, 33, one of those. It's very exciting. It's a double eviction. You'll know it when you see it.
We talked to I guess we do. I wonder if something shocking will happen on Wednesday. No, maybe tomorrow, but I don't think Wednesday anything shocking will happen. So we've made it to the comments. Any final thoughts, Jojo, before we say sayonara? Are you going to be able to hang out tomorrow evening? It will be later, like 11:15.
I don't know, only because I have to get the hubby at the airport, so I don't know.
What time are you doing it?
Like, I think he lands at 8. So I don't know how tomorrow's going to go. So fingers crossed.
Well, the episode airs from 9 to 11.
9 to 11.
Just so you know. I'll see if I can get something figured out. Maybe I'll go and squat on somebody else's channel.
Jump on Couch Potatoes or Sarah Week, right?
Or maybe I'll do it and then I'll air on theirs. I'll see. Well, they usually like to do it. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Well, thank you everybody in the chat. Ooh, I'm on the Secret Power Week, one by Brittany. That was fun. That was so fun.
So good.
Chantele, you watching Magnum PI? No, not watching Magnum PI. Oh my God, Jay is hot as F. I don't know the new Magnum PI.
I think I know who she's talking about, and he is hot.
It's a bit cheesy for me.
I watched the original. I love the original back in the day, but I no longer support Tom Selleck after that Rosie O'Donnell interview.
What happened?
Oh, they were talking about like the NRA, and he's so pro the NRA, and it was just
like, oh, Jay Hernandez. I love Jay Hernandez. Of course I love him. Yeah. Wait, do you know my taste? Yes. He's not very tall, but he's very handsome, and I would say yes.
Get him in a pair of heels, baby. Whew.
Oh, his birthday's today, Miss Agent Secret, February 20th.
Cute. Happy birthday, Jay.
Happy birthday, Jay. He's married, though, so whatever.
That's okay.
Sorry. So, Rosie O'Donnell interview.
Yeah. Columbine just happened, and he was still like so pro-gun and like was giving her a hard time, and they like got into it on air. Very awkward. The first time Rosie was like fighting with a guest, and she was the queen of nice, and it was just like, oh, okay, like look at them go. Was not a fan of Tom Selleck after that. So like I loved him in Magnum PI. Something else that I really liked him in, or like Friends. After that, I'm like, no more. No, not gonna watch Cold Blue or whatever the heck that show is that he's on now. No supporting of Tom Selleck.
Blue blood.
Yep.
Oops. Blue blood. He's probably used to people hitting on him on the socials. Yeah, he's cute. Agent Secret, if you want to set me up with anybody, I am single, ready to mingle, because you know what I like. That's my taste. So I'm into it. But around the same age, that's great. Just a little bit taller, even better. And looking like him. Also, popular opinion, BB Can 3 is a top tier season for me, and besides BB Can 9, so sorry haters. 5 is also good. 2 is also good.
Yep. 6 I actually didn't mind. I like a lot of them, to be honest. I just hated 7. 7 was my least favorite, and 4. 4 and 7, no.
Had some things happen that I didn't enjoy, so.
Oh, some cast members I did not enjoy.
Yeah. Anyways, if you watch 6, we have some tea on 6 if you want a lot of tea on 6, we could say. So yeah, let us know if you ever decide to watch season 6. Anyways, it's been such a joy speaking about this season with you. Will you, if you can't do tomorrow, will you be able to go live with me on Wednesday?
Yes. Make that happen 100%, of course.
Okay, so we'll see what happens. Wilmer's is also handsome. He's definitely cute. I wouldn't say no. He's also kind of small, but I would marry him. Season 7 was boring. Yep. I wonder if how different the CBS challenge will be compared to the MTV version.
Probably a lot.
They are focusing on it being the 5th sport.
Yeah.
So it's going to be focused on competition.
Yeah.
So I'm picturing it being a lot like American Ninja Warrior, where there's just like win power or whatnot, nominate, yes, but it's going to be these like super high impact, like very challenging competitions or whatever, dailies. And it's going to be less about the people and the interactions with the
partying and the fun.
Yeah. So it's just going to be, I think, a competition based show as opposed to a reality TV show, more so.
Probably. Yeah.
It's going to be all comp beast and no like drama base, is what I think. That's my
Yay.
thing. Oh, so you're like Corinne
Oh,
Kaplan, only cares about height.
Asian
I mean,
secret, never. Do not say that.
I mean, I've only ever dated anybody that's been tall, and my dad's 6'5", 6'4", 6'5". So I'm just, it's what I'm used to. Most of the people I've dated have been 6'4" or taller.
My ex was
So
7'1".
that's
Yeah,
a bit too tall.
he was so tall.
That's so tall. Look at you like
And
that.
then he moved to Chile. Yeah.
Oh, chili today,
Love
hot
it.
tamale.
No, it's tamales.
Yes. I mean, height is just something that I notice because I don't particularly like to feel bigger than somebody. I like to feel small. So that's kind of
Dainty.
why the height thing for me. And then I've never kissed anybody that's like at the same height level on me, or like if I'm wearing heels, I'm looking over. It's just, I've never had that experience before. So
Okay.
I'm excited for the Amazing Race and Survivor crossover. Same reason why I was excited about the Amazing Race 31. There's a crossover?
Well, just having like the same contestants on a new show, I guess.
Oh, on the challenge.
Yeah. I'd assume that's what they mean.
Oh, 31. I love 31.
Oh,
Jojo, you hate Corinne? Get out of
I
here.
don't
I
care
don't
for
hate
her.
Corinne.
I
She's
don't hate her,
okay.
but I just don't care for her.
She's okay. She can be funny sometimes. All right. That's all she wrote, Jojo. We talked longer than I thought we were going to talk,
Okay.
for sure. Do you have anything going on that you want the people to know about, follow you at, all that jazz?
No, I mean, like, yeah, I just got, all those social media accounts. Really looking forward to the finale. And double eviction tomorrow, like, it's gonna happen. I'm excited to watch it at some point.
I will love for him to have to cut to break the tie. That would be dreamy.
That'll be the exciting part.
Dreamy. And for me, I'll be going live with somebody after the episode tomorrow. I will be doing the live feed update with Taryn on Tuesday morning. And then, I'll be doing the watch parties with Sarah on Monday and Tuesday evening. Wednesday, we'll be doing live after the episode with Jojo and maybe Jonathan. Thursday with Phil, we will be talking about the Amazing Race season 33. And then back to ones. I think we're going to try to do something on Saturday with the nullified takes. So we're not sure if there's going to be something that comes up yet, but if something happens in the challenge universe, we probably will go live then. And then back to Sundays with Ron, where we will talk about Australian Survivor. So you guys know the drill, but subscribe, please. Be part of the fam. Come and hang out with us in the chat, because this chat is the best chat ever. Thank you so much. Oh, whoa. What? Hold on. I blame myself. The stream is running long. Don't worry. It's all good. All good. Just got some CBB tea. I'll spill that tomorrow.
Ooh. All right.
Do we want to wait?
I kind of wonder what the tea is, but I also drank so much tea that I have to pee so bad. So I'm like, the balancing act.
Okay, so we'll see if it comes in like 5 minutes or 5 seconds. We will wait for the tea. If it doesn't come up in 5 seconds, so which means that you'd have to type it now. We'll just give it a little time to type, and the stream is a little bit behind me. So we'll just wait. Spill it now. See, they want, 4 or 5? 4. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Go with that. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Is it 4 or 5? Like 5 is so far away.
Yeah, 4 is too far.
But if it's 4, like that means that it could be like a legend season, and maybe we'll get the Janelle to come back and play. Maybe they can pull in a Will. Maybe they can
just for a month. Do that.
5? That's so far away. Yeah. That could be like 4 years away.
Yeah. I don't love that idea. Just give it to us at 4 and then finish.
I'd rather 4, but if they're trying to accrue some more people that could be part of the wish list, I can understand that a little bit as well. I guess S's and 5s look too similar. It's a 5. That's a 5, babe.
Yeah.
I guess S's and 5s look too similar. That's a 5. Anyways, so it's not 4 or it is 5 or is it an S?
It could, yeah, maybe it's an
Or
S.
the rest of
Go
the
on.
CBBs? Let me see. That looks like a 5 to me.
That's a 5. But maybe they meant to type an S.
It's a 5.
On CBS.
Well, thank you for the tea. I'm gonna go do a little research and see what's going on there. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Agent Secret, for some last minute tea. I'm assuming that maybe moving forward, I meant to type B. Excuse my exhausted brain. Wait, so what does it mean?
CBBBB.
So Celebrity Big Brother from now on is going to be All Stars?
I hope so. Just give us the same people.
I'm fine with that. As long as it's
Yeah.
not people that I hate. Never Todrick.
Won't
Never.
happen.
Never.
Bernie
Thank
Fawcett.
you, though, Agent Secret. You are amazing, as well as everybody else here in the chat. We will see you tomorrow for sure, Wednesday for sure, all the other days. We'll be back here to talk to you about this season. And finally, could just end. Thank you.
Cut her out.
Cut her out. Okay, so
Yeah,
Agent Secret's going to elaborate tomorrow. Perfect. Thank you so much. I love tea. I'm now going to go and investigate and solve this mystery before tomorrow, which is super fun. So I love you guys. I love you,
Love
Jojo.
you.
Thank you for
Bye.
being here.